Well, I think there's a couple of really big stories on Confex this year. Firstly is our partnership, obviously, with the Britain for Events Week. The fact that Confex Week will be the kind of culmination of the 6-month campaign for Britain for Events, which we're really pleased about and pleased to be a funding sponsor. Secondly, obviously, the move to Excel. It's gained a lot of headlines. We're moving from Earls Court, where we've had 22 or 23 very happy years, and moving down to Excel, and yeah, we'll be there from the 6th to the 8th of March. A few years ago, Confex, I guess, suffered a little bit from lots of launches at the various different vertical markets, and RSVP was one of those shows that had a real crack at, I guess, the RSVP, the party planner market. And for us, we thought it was, although the show that hadn't done particularly well over the last couple of years, when we did our visitor research, it was clear that it had some real kind of synergy, a real meaning to a lot of the visitors that we weren't seeing every year at Confex. So if we could take a bit of the spirit of RSVP, some of the exhibitors and some of the content that they laid on, that actually the database that we acquired as part of the agreement would add a really good number of visitors and exhibitors to our data, to our show. The loyalty scheme is really designed to help our exhibitors prove their return on investment. A lot of our exhibitors, particularly those from the international destinations, hotels, and some of the big venues, they're used to exhibiting at IMEX and EIBTM, where they arrive at the show and have a kind of a full book of meetings that have been pre-arranged. And our loyalty scheme is really to run similar to that, really. And the reason we call it a loyalty scheme rather than a hosted buyer is that a lot of our buyers are based in London. So this will be a way to reward them for coming to the show and booking their meeting. Of course, we'll still host those buyers from further afield and help them with their travel and accommodation in the way IMEX and the IBTM would. But this is a way of really focusing on our London market, bringing them into the show, encouraging them to pre-book meetings with our exhibitors, and then rewarding them for doing so. This Britain for Events is a great showcase for us. We want Confex to be the showcase of what Britain does really, really well, which is organise events both in the UK and abroad as well. And as part of our partnership with Britain for Events, we'll have the Best of British Showcase, which is being run for us by Eventia, which will be short snippets of some of the fabulous events that we run both here in the UK and that are organised from the UK. And we want it to be, I guess, we've talked a lot about content. We've invested heavily in our speaker programme this year. We want to really give people more reasons than ever before to come down to the show, and we realise that people's time is precious. So if we can give them some top speakers, top networking opportunity, and really valuable business meetings at the show, then they're more likely to visit this year.